Mary here at Rice Toyota, and I am standing in front of the brand new 2018 Toyota Camry XSE. I'm going to show you all the great features about this car and why it is so different than any Camry you've ever seen before. So let's start with the front. You'll notice the front of the Camry has been completely reimagined and redesigned and re-executed for 2018. It's got a sporty front with the black accents that are very shiny, real pretty. They look gorgeous against that white. The car is lower to the ground, wider and longer than previous year models as well. The headlights have been totally redesigned. You'll notice they're LED headlights, a beautiful look to those at nighttime. They look great down the road. You also have a lot of visibility. The Camry has never had a 19-inch wheel before, and now it does. It has a 19-inch black machined alloy wheel, and they look great. As you come down the car, the sport-inspired look continues. You have color-keyed power outside mirrors that are black. You also have turn signals on these mirrors. And you'll notice the lines of the car continue to be sport-inspired as we go down. We'll get to the car a little bit later, but you've got a huge back seat, and you'll notice that beautiful red and black interior. So the sport theme continues throughout the XSE Camry. This particular XSE Camry has the two-tone package, so you've got the white body and the black roof, and it looks great. It's really sharp and stands out when it's in the line with all the other Camrys on the lot. This one is the one that turns the most heads. Let's take a look at the back of the car. You've got a spoiler on the back. They also did that sporty black ketone spoiler here, so it really stands out. They've redesigned the back, and you have the dual chrome exhaust at the bottom. So now that we've seen the exterior of the car, let's get on the inside and see all the great features there. Okay, now that we're inside the Camry XSE, I'm going to show you some of my favorite features, starting with the sunroof. This is not your run-of-the-mill sunroof, so I'm just going to tell you, prepare yourself. It goes from the front of the car all the way to the back. So let's open it up. Now, most people when they see a sunroof this big, they think, well, it's pretty, but it's probably not very functional. You are wrong. It is so functional. Look at this. So, beautiful fall day, great day for a drive. I'm going to show you some of the other features that I love in this Camry XSE. So let's start down here with the driver's console. Your heated seat indicators are right here, so you can set your preferences for when it gets to be chilly. All your cup holders are here. Your parking brake is here. You have your 3 driving modes right here that you can choose from: Eco, Normal, and Sport, just depending on what kind of mood you're in. All of your charging stations for your phones are right here. So you have the ability to charge your phone wirelessly if your phone is so equipped. If your phone is not equipped for wireless charging, you can just plug in a USB cable here or a traditional charger right there beside it, and everything can stay safe and secure while you drive. Let's take a look at the air conditioning controls and the radio and all the fun apps. I love that they've made this digital and easy to use. So let's take a look at some of the apps. You've got Scout Navigation, Pandora, iHeartRadio, NPR One, Yelp. You can find the closest gas station. Tells you where to go, and it even tells you how far away it is and how much it is a gallon there. So let's go back one. Go back to the apps. So we saw where the fuel was. We can also see the weather, which I love, and the forecast. It's going to be beautiful here in North Carolina. Go back to the apps, and you can check out traffic nearby. So if you're going on a trip and you need to decide if you're going to take an alternate route, you can figure that out. So this tells you all the traffic incidents nearby, and you can plan accordingly. I love getting my information ahead of time, and the fact that the Camry gives me that little heads up is so nice. Speaking of a heads up, one of the coolest features about the Camry XSE is the heads-up driver's display. So I'm going to show you how you do your settings for that, and then I'm going to give the phone back to my friend here so she can help me while I drive and show you how it works. So to set up your heads-up display, you've got all of your driver indicators right here and on your dash. So the first one that's lit up in blue is your lane departure assist. So you can set that up here, or you can set it up right here on your steering wheel. So you have two choices. So let's go back to your heads-up display. You can also do your pre-collision settings, your blind spot monitors, turn them on and off. Your rear cross traffic alerts, you can turn them on or off. Then also, here's your parking brake. So that was what I showed you earlier. And your heads-up display. So the heads-up display is currently on. So let's take a look at the settings for that. You press and hold OK to get the settings. So you'll see that it's showing up on the windshield right there. So what you can do is you can change the brightness and the position of your heads-up display. So there's the heads-up display. I can lower it. I can move it to the right. I can move it to the left. So that's really nice. So let's get it back up to where I like to see it. And it doesn't flash for me in person, even though it's flashing for you on the camera. So we'll go back to our console. So my brightness is at its maximum brightness, and I've got it at the right height for me and my driving preferences. If you like it lower, you can lower it. Now I'm going to go back. And you can also choose what you want to show on your heads-up display. So you can have the tachometer show, you can have an eco indicator show. So now it's a little bit different than before. And I'll show you how that looks when we drive in just a second. Okay. Oh, I want to show you one more feature about that heads-up display. When I first got in some of these Camrys, the heads-up displays were a little crooked. If that's the case, you do have the ability to tilt it left or right based on how you sit in the car, which is really, really nice. So if you'll notice here where it's located right now, this turns it a little bit. And you can turn it either way. And it's ever so slight of an adjustment, but you can make sure it's perfectly in line for you. So you've got a bunch of settings that you can do right here, which keep your hands on the wheel and your eyes on the road at all times. So now that I've got the heads-up display on the screen, I want to show you what it looks like when you're moving. So I'm going to give the camera back to my friend so that I can drive safely. And I'll wait for myself to get a little room. And as you can see on the heads-up display, it changes the speed that I'm traveling as I start to go. And you'll see there's some road construction in front of me, so I'm going to stop right here. But you can see that my speed is right there on the screen. The other thing that I wanted to show you on the XSE Camry is the steering wheel and how it's laid out. So from my perspective, it was a little hard to see everything, but you can see it now that you're in the passenger seat a little bit better on the phone. You've got your voice commands here. You've got your volume for your phone. You've got to pick up and answer your phones here. Your lane departure alerts. You've got your dynamic radar cruise control sensitivities. You've got all your cruise control here. You can change your radio here, and you can even change the stations. And the steering wheel is just gorgeous. The way they've done it, it makes it look really modern and sporty and like a luxury sports car, which I really love being in the way this car and the way it feels. So I want to show you some of the camera features as well, because when we were backing out a few minutes ago, I thought that would be a good time to highlight this. So you'll notice you've got the bird's eye view camera. So this is the car right here, and this is the backup camera as well. And you can change your view on that. So if I wanted to show you different things going on around me, I can see the sides of the car. This way you can see everything around you from a bird's eye view, which I really like. If I put it in park, I even have more features. So there's the car, and there's everything that's going on around me. And this is the curb out the window to the right. So I'm gonna have my friend roll down her window and show you there's truly a curb with gray mulch to the right. And that's the same curb and mulch that you'll see right here on this camera view. Right here. So I thought that was cool. Now I'm gonna get out of the car and show you what it looks like when a person is in the view. I love that bird's eye view feature, and I like to point it out to people when I'm just showing the car, especially how you can see a full range view of everything around you. This way you're perfectly safe before you back out or pull into a space. You have every view of what's going on around your car. If there's anything that I can help you with this Camry XSE, I would be more than happy to. I'm at Rice Toyota in Greensboro. You can check out my YouTube channel for more videos on all things Toyota, all the great safety features that I didn't even get to mention in this video. Some of them I got to touch on, but not all of them, that come with the new Camry, and they come on every trim level. So come check us out. I'd be happy to help you. I'll meet you at the front door when you get here. Thanks, guys.